Are you thinking of getting an Airbnb and just not sure, what communities in the Valley of the Sun in Phoenix that you can actually do an Airbnb? Well, hey, I'm Kelly Norton. I'm your AZ Realty lady, and today I'm going to give you a tour around one of the communities in Scottsdale that does allow Airbnb. And we're going to talk a little bit more about maybe what you should look for in an Airbnb. So let's go ahead and go for it right now.
Hi, I'm Kelly Norton, your AZ Realty lady at eXp Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate.
So I'm out here in Maya Condominiums in Scottsdale. Now in Scottsdale, you have a couple condo communities that do allow for the short-term rentals. Now there are some that say that you can do Airbnb, but then they require that you have someone stay for at least 30 days. Well, when we're talking about short-term rentals, of course, as an investor, you want to be able to have something where you can have someone stay for just a few days or a month. Just have that flexibility. That's going to be the better return on your investment there. So here in Maya Condominiums, you can have people stay for a shorter duration. Now the condos in here, if we're talking about a two-bedroom would rent out for about $275 to $325, maybe even a little bit more. It depends on the season. It also it depends on the location of where that condo is within the community. For example, if it backs to a street, which I'm getting closer and closer to so you could hear, then you might be looking at somewhere around the 275 mark, where if it was an interior that had a pool that it faced and then the back side of the home was also interior, then you would probably be looking around 350 per night. So again, this is per night. So to purchase a place like this might, be around, I'd say 375 to 400,000. So 375,000 to 400,000. But when you're talking about renting it out daily, if you do the math there, that's a pretty significant haul that you can make. I mean, you're talking $7,000, $8,000 if it's rented out every day, 3,000 to 4,000 a month if it's rented out partial. So this is a great investment opportunity, a way for you to really make your money work for you. So again, this is Maya Condominium where I am today in Scottsdale. This is roughly around Camelback, Miller, Camelback, and Hayden. The other couple communities you have is Scottsdale House. That's another community. Now you want to be careful with the HOAs in these. Obviously you have to calculate that in with what you're going to be charging rent, what your overhead is. So your ROI can definitely change depending on what you're paying for in the HOA. So here at Maya, your HOA is going to run you somewhere between the 500 and 600 a month. It's going to include utilities. It's going to include AC and heat, water. You would need to pay for cable TV, satellite TV, that type of thing, but everything else is included. Now, Scottsdale House, another community where you can get condos that allow the short-term rental, that's going to be a little higher. So your HOA is going to be even higher than in Maya. But again, they do have beautiful grounds. It's very pretty there. Some of the communities are going to have access to golf courses, but you have to really be careful and make sure that these are truly rentals that you can do short-term, so daily or weekly and not just monthly. There's a lot of housing communities that do not allow the Airbnb short-term rentals. So when you have an HOA, they put a lot more rules on the property. If you don't have an HOA, then you have a lot more leniency. So I would definitely recommend, if you're looking for a house, that you go for something that doesn't have an HOA, and you want to look at what's around the area. All right, so as we tour this beautiful community, let's talk about some of the reasons why people might want to have an Airbnb here in Scottsdale. So obviously one of the main reasons would be this pool right here. It's December, folks, and there's people out at the pool. It's gorgeous. It's about 75, 80 degrees, and there's not many places in the country where you can actually be outside, hike, bike, walk to restaurants, dining, and have it be so gorgeous outside. You can even suntan at the pool. So again, another reason why people love to have Airbnbs here, and they pull in great money, just like we talked about. Another reason would be that we have spring training here as well. So I'll go ahead and put a list of all of the baseball teams that hold their spring training in Arizona throughout the valley. I can't remember all of them, but I know we have the Diamondbacks, the Colorado Rockies. We also have the Giants here in Scottsdale. So I know the A's are out here, the Padres. I mean, there's a lot of teams out here. So you don't have to drive very far to see your favorite teams. And being here in the South Scottsdale area is fabulous. You can go to nightclubs, you can go to restaurants, to little boutiques, to world-class shopping. Have a lot of shopping centers nearby. There's hiking, like we talked about, biking, and we can't forget about in Arizona, golf. I'll put a map on here of some of the top golf courses in Scottsdale, but you just minutes away from here in South Scottsdale, you have so many golfing opportunities. There's casinos. I mean, really, there's just so much appeal for people to want to have an Airbnb in this area. So also, you have the Barrett-Jackson Auto Show. A lot of people will come out here. They'll want to rent a place when they're going to the auction. So you have Barrett-Jackson. There's also Cirque du Soleil does some shows out here in Scottsdale as well that's seasonal. And we also have, of course, the PGA does the waste management. So we have that tournament out here that is a huge draw in Scottsdale. And from here, that's only about a 15-20 minute Uber drive for somebody. And then, of course, they have other places to golf and they could stay for spring training. A lot of people will actually come out here for their winter visiting and stay for like 5 or 6 months, especially Canadians. There's a huge draw for Canadians out here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little video for you inside a 2-bedroom that's here, just to give you a feel for what that looks like. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it would rent, $275 to $350. And again, if you keep that rented, even part of the time, that's a really, really great investment. I'm here to help you if there's anything I can do for you to help you locate communities that do allow Airbnb. And remember, there are only just a few condo complexes in Scottsdale that allow it, and a lot of communities have restrictions that don't allow it. So if you need an agent to help you with that, please click here and subscribe to my channel. I'm happy to keep educating you more about the Arizona real estate market, but most certainly call me or email me, and I'd be happy to help you locate your Airbnb. Thanks again. I'm Kelly Norton, your AZ Realty Lady. Take care and have a great day.